In this lesson, we're going to talk about integration of exponential functions, and we also going to do a lot of different type of examples. So let's get started. Well, before we go to the examples, I want you guys to know the necessary formula. So this is kind of like the main formula that we need when we are dealing with these exponential functions or integrating the exponential function. So just try to memorize this formula, and it's going to help you a lot when you guys are dealing with the exponential function. So when we talk about this formula, if they give you the function that's in this form or in an exponential function, what you gotta do is you just gotta write the whole thing, or your question. You just gotta write the question, and then you're gonna have to write your exponent, or this case an exponent, so you're just gonna have to write your exponent in the denominator spot over here. And then lastly, you just all you have to do is just ln a, where ln a means ln and then the function that they're gonna give you, or the constant number, or whatever the number that they're gonna give you over here in this spot. So this is all you have to do. But actually it's kind of it's a little bit hard to just try to demonstrate what this formula is all about without a question. So let's just do some type of examples, and it will be very fast for you. So this is it. Now let's go to the questions. But before we go to the question, I just want to say one last thing. So, and that is ln e of this one. Ln e is always 1. So you just gotta know that. So now let's go to the questions. Okay, so when you count to the first question, it says that e raised to the 3x. So what I want to do is, when my formula says that a raised to the kx, the whole over k ln a. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna write this whole thing again. So it will be e raised to the 3x, and then the whole over. I'm gonna write this k means this 3. So I'm gonna write this 3 down in my denominator spot. So it will be 3, and then it will be ln e. So e is this one, so it will be, it can also be another constant number, but whatever the number, the e, anything that they're gonna give you over here, you just gotta write it this way. So you just gotta write this thing, it will be ln e. So you just gotta write the thing that they're gonna give you over here in this spot. So now it seems like I'm done, but the thing is, as I told you before, ln e is always 1. So I don't have to write this ln e. So I just also can say that e raised to the 3x over 3 times about 1. So this is it. This is the same thing. So my last answer will be e raised to the 3x over 3. So this will be my last answer. But I don't have to write this ln e again and again, since I know that ln e is 1. So just don't write it if you know that it is 1. So now let's do the second one. I want you guys to stop the video and try the second one, since you got some understanding. I want you guys to try the second one. Okay, so what I'm gonna do in the second one is I'm just gonna follow the same process. So I'm gonna say 3e raised to the 4x. So I write the whole question down again, and then now I'm gonna write this k. So I'm gonna say 4 ln e. So E is this one, so I've written it down, but I don't have to write it. So I don't have to write over it again. Just if you know that ln E is 1, just don't write it again and again. So my answer will be this one. So my last answer will be, it will be 3e raised to the 4x over 1 over 4. So this will be your last answer. This is all you have to do. So now let's do some still a little bit tough questions and critical questions. So let's do it. Okay, so when you count to the third question, it says that 5 raised to the x. So now we don't have e, so we just gotta write this ln a stuff. So this is actually the same as, I'm gonna write this whole thing again, and I'm gonna say 5 raised to the x. So let me actually erase this thing. So I'm gonna say 5 raised to the x, and then the whole over, I'm gonna say, or I'm gonna write the thing that's found over here. So if you guys know, this one is actually x. So since this is x, the thing that I'm gonna write down, or in my case spot, it will be 1, because I don't have any number with this x. So there's 1. So for that reason, I'm gonna write this 1, and I'm gonna say ln any number or anything that they're gonna give you over here. So it will be ln 5. So your answer will be, it will be 5 raised to the x over 5. will be my answer. Over ln 5 will be my answer. So this is all we have to do when it comes to this specific example. Okay, so now let's do this the fourth one. So this is also the same process. So I'm just gonna say 3 raised to the 5x. So now I got this k. So I'm gonna write this 5. This 5 is my k value, and then I'm gonna say ln 3. So this one will be my a value. This will be this one. So this will be my last answer. So this is how you do it. This is so easy. So now let's do some other type of examples that's just a little bit different and just a little bit tough. Okay, so when you come to this example, this is actually different than the previous examples because we're gonna have to separate this thing. So I'm just gonna say 3e raised to the 1. I'm gonna do this one, and I'm also gonna do e raised to the negative 2, so negative 2x. So I separated, and actually we're gonna join them later, but I'll be able to separate this now, just to, just to simplify, just to do it easily. So now let's just do e raised to the negative 2. So e raised to the negative 2 will be what? It will be the whole over this negative 2 will be, it will bring it, you're gonna bring it down, so it will be negative 2 ln e. So ln e is 1, so just don't write it. So now I can join them. So when I join them, I'm gonna get what? When I'm gonna join these two things, I'm gonna get 3e the whole 1 minus 2x, and then the whole over negative 2. So it means that this thing is actually the same as this one. So this is all you have to do. And then this is the whole thing you have to do, and you're gonna say plus c. So this is the whole thing you have to do when you come to this specific example. Actually, I was not adding C in the previous examples, so make sure you add C. You just gotta add C all the time. So just all the time when you finish your, the whole thing, the process, just trying to add one or trying to add C. Just all the time. This is actually necessary. So you're gonna have to add C in every examples. So now let's do this, the F one or this one. So it will be what? It will be the same process. So I'm just gonna say e raised x 8 raised to the x plus 1, and then the whole over, since I got this 1 over here, so my k value will be 1 over the whole ln 8. So my last value will be 8 over x plus 1, the whole over ln 8 plus c. Make sure you add this c. This is also 1 point. So sometimes in exams, if you didn't add this c, they might not give you some markers. So just trying to just add this c. Make sure you remember to add this c. So now let's do one last question and we're gonna finish. Okay, so for this one, it's just the same process. I'm gonna say 5 3x minus 2, and then my k value is actually 2, so I'm gonna say 3 ln 5, and then plus c. So this is it, and this is all you have to do. So the first thing you have to do is just try and memorize. You're gonna have to write or rewrite the question, and then you're gonna have to bring the k down in your denominator spot, and then finally just ln a, or a will be wherever the number or whatever the thing that they're gonna give you over here in this spot. And then lastly, just I want you guys to remember that you're gonna have to add c. So this is it, and this is it for this video, and this is how you integrate the exponential functions. So thanks for watching and have a good day.